Seemed like there was a little more intensity compared to your first practice last year. Is that just from the coaching staff and are expectations a little higher?
No, I think everybody knows what I expect from a coaching staff. I think my intensity was the same, and I believe the coaches understand what kind of pace I want to practice, what kind of tempo. And you got to set the standard day one of doing things the right way. You can't let things go unnoticed. You got to correct and be very attentive to every detail, because these are the fundamentals that are going to carry us throughout the year. So, and we want to do it fast, and we want to practice extremely fast and to get ourselves in condition and put ourselves. I talked to the team after practice. We want to, say create a crisis or put ourselves in the fourth quarter every day because so we can make Saturdays easy.
Did you get a good sense, you feel, of the kind of work they did in the off season? I know you had a little bit of time at times with them in the summer, but do you get a little better feel today when you see them as to what they accomplished and where they are?
Well, I thought, I thought we looked good as far as our bodies. I feel like we've changed our body types. I thought guys were moving around. I thought I saw some more speed out there. But I got to go look at the tape. But I was proud of them, how they worked in the off season and prepared to this point. But this is a whole nother level. You're not just running and touching lines or changing directions. You're having to do all that and execute assignments and think. So it takes it the next step. So, you've got to be able to play fast and think, and that's part of camp.
Were your freshmen able to keep up?
No, they were lost. They were lost, trying to get lined up and which drill they're going to and, which coach is yelling at them. So that was the main emphasis, is that there's a lot of mistakes, and that's part of it. It's going to happen when you go through camp and you're learning. But that's why, we'll come back and meet, and we have a walkthrough tonight on corrections, and then, we'll get ready to go tomorrow. But, there are some athletic guys out there, and that's our job as coaches, to get them ready and put them in positions where hopefully they can help us this fall.
Can you give us an update on Deontay? I saw him out there. He's not dressed. He's on your roster, but not practicing yet. Is he? Yeah,
Deontay's still in the 105. He has not been cleared yet medically. I don't want to talk about his medical condition. I might talk to Deontay and see if he wants to make an announcement, but I want to leave that up to him. But right now he's not with us. He hasn't been cleared. He's hurting that he's not getting to play right now. He looks great. He's been working out. It's just something that he's going through, and our prayers are just with him right now.
Mitch Parsons.
Mitch Parsons decided not to be part of the football team and just be a regular student, and that's about it.
Looks like you brought in a kid from Legacy, maybe to kind of fill that spot.
Which one are we talking about?
Tight end.
Kevin?
Yeah. Was he?
He's a former baseball player that played, I think, in the minor leagues, maybe 5 years. He might be 20. I'm not sure exactly how old he is. Maybe 5. He's a big body, has some athletic skills. Now he's extremely raw. I don't even think he played football his junior and senior year in high school. So, he's a project, but he's got size. He's got some athletic ability. We'll see.
What were the positives you took away from first day?
The positives that, everybody was on time this morning when we had to go at 6:40 on the field. I thought they moved around fast, moved from drill to drill. I thought the coaches were coaching extremely hard. But I gotta go back and look at the film. It's day one. We talk about getting a little bit better every day, so we gotta. And that's not just practice. That's going to be going to the meeting and then what we do in the walkthrough tonight. But I don't think anybody got hurt. That's a positive.
How hard will it be to get some of those newcomers ready to play right away, do you think? Because there are some spots where you're counting on a few of those guys.
No, it's always hard for to get young guys ready to play. Some positions that we're counting on: receiver, running back, DB. Receiver and running back are a little bit easier than defensive back. But even on special teams, we're repping the newcomers. They're getting a lot of reps in the special teams, trying to get them ready where they can help and contribute. But, we got to figure out, who gives us the best, chance to win, who gives us the best chance to to be consistent offensively and defensively and dependable. Now, there's going to be, you've got freshmen that don't understand what to do, but if they have a playmaking ability, that's where as a coach you got to, maybe scale back a little bit of what they can do, so you can get them on the field. Now, we're not anywhere near that right now. We're throwing it all at them to see what they can retain and how they can react, and then we'll scale things back when we determine who gives us the best chance to win later on.
Speaking of newcomers at running back, we've heard you talking about being excited to see these 3 guys that are showing up and just finally got here. What are your impressions of those guys? And
Well, I think they look good in their uniform, in shorts. Body looks really good. Darius May is a good-looking kid, 6'1". I think he's put on 14 pounds. He's close to 200 pounds. Marvin's still a little bit leaner. We got to get some weight on him. But I see guys that are explosive. I see guys that can catch the ball in the backfield. But we're in shorts right now. And their heads are spinning and right now. But as far as body types and what they look like and what they tested this summer with speed and explosiveness, that's what we're looking for.
Mike,
What about your returners in terms of leadership? Did you see anything that was notable to you in terms of that?
I thought leadership today. I heard Kevin Davis did a nice job. Jacob Baez. I heard those guys encouraging, telling the guys to keep up the pace. Jake Bennett kind of set the tempo for us offensively. But to be honest, it's kind of easy to be the leader the day one. Everybody's excited. Everybody's flying around. I talked about last night to the guys. I know we're going to be excited day one. I know we're going to be excited day two. It's day 6. It's day 7. That's when it's in your hands. What kind of team are we going to have? How are we going to react as a team? When are we going to hold each other accountable when things get a little bit tougher? Right now, everybody feels good. Nobody's got hit in the mouth. Everybody thinks they're a 5-star.
Mike, you had 2 guys from your recruiting class that signed that aren't here, Jenkins and Gaston. Gaston's on roster, Jenkins isn't. Can you update us?
Jenkins will not be with us, and Gaston is still working on some things academically, so there's a chance that he could still be here fall camp. But Jenkins is out.
Did he just change his mind, or?
No, didn't qualify.
Okay.
Mike, you being a Twitter guy, how big a fan are you of the new NCAA rules allowing you to retweet, click, not type?
Well, it's a little bit difficult here with the number of guys we recruit. To be able to like or retweet every guy that we're recruiting and offered as the head coach. So I've kind of limited mine to maybe the commitments right now as far as retweeting and like. But I communicate with all of them via messaging. I like the ability to be able to text them now, and not have to go direct message. Be able to text and get a hold of them. But all of it's a way of contacting guys, and it's another way for us to constantly, put Colorado State in front of them. But I'm probably not going to be retweeting and liking every guy out there. It's just a little too much for me. They'll be handled more by a recruiting coach and position coach.
Do you feel is it really necessary to have the rules where you can't talk about commitments now when it's almost easy to say who's committed?
No, I agree with the rule because of, coaches could say certain things that could influence guys if you're talking about guys that haven't signed. And that's just, I agree that really they're not yours until signing day. So I don't think you should be able to, I shouldn't be able to comment about a guy that's not signed or committed to us. I'm still going to recruit committed guys from somebody else. So I agree with the rule.
You fairly healthy coming into camp. I know there's a couple guys in red, but nothing seemed too serious.
Nothing serious. Christian Cologne was a setback for us. The nose tackle out of North Carolina, who we need to get ready to play. 3'4", big body, who's got a stress fracture. It's going to be a couple weeks, hopefully a couple, maybe a little bit more. So it's going to be a big challenge keeping him in shape. Until he can get out there. That's the main one. Anthony Smith, who had an ACL his senior year from Las Vegas. He's not fully to strength yet in his knee. We'll retest him in 3 to 4 weeks. And he could, be a developmental player this year. We'll see where his knee progresses. I'm not making a decision right now on whether he's going to redshirt or not. We're just trying to get him healthy and then, see, where we're at defensively.
Braylon was in a cast.
He had to have his, he had his left wrist done in the spring, and now it's in the spring, and now he's got an issue with his right that he had to have a procedure. He's going to be fine. He's going to be able to practice. We're just going to cast it for precaution, and he'll wear red just so people stay off of it.
You got Ruiz back out, and Slot was positioned that he was kind of gaining some steam on before he got hurt. How does he look, and is he somebody that could factor in with his experience?
Well, based off of where he was before he got hurt last year, I really liked what he did at practice. He had some quick twitch ability. He had ability to make people miss in small spaces. Kind of that shifty guy you like in the slot. He's really good on special teams. He's a possible returner. Just talking to the guys, they said he looked pretty good this summer. Today was day one. We got to see how his knee reacts to all that. But he was running ones first slot today. But we got some talented guys there, Dietrich Clark, Hawkins, that we're going to look at that position. So there's a lot of receivers out there, so some good competition.
Is Clark also an option as return man, and is there strong competition?
No, they're strong. You lose Joe Hansley, who caught every punt. Except I think Gaines caught one last year against Savannah State. But Joe's caught every punt probably the 4 years he was here. I think they said Weezy might have caught one time, maybe Tyree. So after practice with specialty, we're going to be really working hard after practice trying to figure out who can catch punts. Dietrich Clark is a possibility. I know he returned kickoffs at junior college. Kickoffs are a little bit easier to catch than punts. Punts, you've got to have some really, really good ball skills and some courage. But there were, 8 to 10 guys out there catching punts after practice, and I was pleasantly surprised with how they caught the ball and looked smooth in transition. But that's something we got to figure out.
With Jenkins and Parsons gone, will you try anybody out at tight end, or do you feel like you've got depth there that you like?
No, I don't think there's another guy on our roster that could fit what we do. I feel good about Nolan. I feel good about Danny, his progress that he's made. Dalton, I think really has a chance. Joe was really pleased with him this summer in meetings. He's got good ball skills. Made a couple of nice catches today. And then Isaiah's a young talent that we got to move. We got to get ready. And then if something happens where we need you can always, a move guy, move a bigger receiver down, or a lineman, or your 6th, 7th lineman. Put in a tight end jersey for that week if we needed to be heavy, but I'm not really concerned about it.